Hello YouTube, this is Thompson0737 bringing you another airport update. Sorry, it's a little bit delayed perhaps. This particular update, usually I do sort of try and stick to like a weekly kind of schedule. But yeah, just other things going on. So this might be a little bit of a quick update, to be honest. As you can probably see, there's nothing on the cargo ramp at the minute. All the previous sort of movements we saw in the last video, they've all gone. And there won't be any cargo movements until the afternoon, which will basically start from the next update after this one. So we're going to pan across to the main terminal apron because that's where basically all the movements are happening at the minute. So if we just pan across and zoom in, obviously all the base aircraft that we have, the 2Jet2 and the TUI, they've all flown out as well. They've all departed and they're doing their runs to wherever they're going to, as I would have previously mentioned in the last video. So starting off with this Ryanair 737-800 registration EIGXN. This is operating on the regular service from and to Dublin as FR552-553. Again, the Ryanair models we now have, quite a nice little rotation we are able to do with this particular schedule. So in this case EIGXN, and again each day there will be a different aircraft operating this service more often than not. And then next up we have a United 757-200 in the Star Alliance colours, registration N14120. Very nice model. I do quite like the Star Alliance livery just because it's quite simple. Black and white. You've got the tail logo as well, of course. And as you can see, maybe just at the front, the United Airlines titles as well. This is operating from and to New York. This is operating as UA81 and UA80 on the outbound. So their numbers are slightly kind of like the opposite, almost backwards if you like, compared to other flight numbers. It's like the first number first when it's inbound, whereas United is a little bit different. Maybe it's because it's from the US, I don't know, but just something to point out. Next up we have a Aer Lingus A320. This is operating as EI202203, again from and to Dublin, another regular service from Aer Lingus. Kind of competing with Ryanair, I guess. Registration EICVA. And then on the far side we have a Wizz A320, registration HALYQ. This is operating as W62215 and 2216 from and to Budapest. And then on pushback, from stand to right it will be, which I might just go through the stands a little bit in a minute. So just zoom in slightly for this. Eurowings A320, like I said, on pushback, registration DAIZU. This is heading out to Dusseldorf, and obviously would have operated to from Dusseldorf on the inbound, operating as EW9341, and would have been 9340 on the inbound as well. And then just panning across, just taxiing in, vacating the runway. Quite easy to for this aircraft, straight in on the stand that the Eurowings would have pushed back. It's quite a tight schedule. Things really have to be kind of on time during this period in the morning. British Airways A319, GEUPA. This is operating, of course, from Heathrow as BA1382. So that will position on to right. So I just want to go through the actual stand layout on the main apron as well, just in case you're unsure exactly the layout system. So you may be able to make out the lines, you may be able to make out the markings on the main taxiway as well. So the Ryanair currently is sat on one left. The stand next to that, which is a dash line on the left of the Ryanair, is 1 Alpha, which is used to accommodate 767s. This makes it so that if you have a 767 position there as an extra stand, you can then use 4 narrow body aircraft up to 757s across the rest of the apron. If a 767 positioned on a wide body stand, which is a dash line to the right of the Ryanair and to the left of the United, then it will be taking up 2 narrow body stands. So basically you're gaining a stand if you use the 1 Alpha stand for a 767. You could also use it for other aircraft as well, but you may as well stick it on 1 left. So the way the system works is you've got 1 Alpha, 1 left, then stand 1 in the middle, which is used for wide body aircraft, then 1 right, which is where the United is positioned. The Aer Lingus then is positioned on 2 left. Then you've got a stand 2, which is the other dash line, again for a wide body aircraft. So really you could have 2 wide body aircraft, excluding 767s, I guess you could say. So let's say 2 747s or 2 777s or 2 A330s, for example, you could have on stand. So 2, and then it'd be 2 right, so which is where the Eurowings push back from, the space you can see between the Aer Lingus and the Wizz. And then the Wizz is on a standalone stand, which is stand 3. There's no left or right for that stand. So total of 5 narrow body stands there. The actual cargo ramp is a little bit more complex, which I'm not going to go into because it'll probably make the video too long. But I hope, like I say, bit of a quick update. But I hope you've enjoyed it, and like I said, the next video will be sort of like in 2 parts. So there will be a slight transition. I think it's like a late kind of, well, say mid morning, going into sort of like early afternoon, and then the update after that is like a early evening to a late evening, and there's a couple of cargo movements in that update as well. So stay tuned for the next updates, and again, each update I do try and make a little bit more diverse, however way is possible, and hopefully you've enjoyed this one as well. So thank you for watching, and also I appreciate all the continued support.